Hey guys, welcome back to Raid Shadow Legends. In today's video, I've been hanging out for this moment. We finally have the 2x chance going on Ancients, Voids, and Sacreds, which is quite huge. Now, I do also have a Primal Shard here from just collecting the pieces, the fragments through events and stuff like that. Probably going to save that. I might just pop it anyway. But we do have free to play. We're about just over 2 weeks in. I think we're on like day 15 or 16. 36 Ancients, 7 Voids, and 4 Sacred. I did pull about 7 Ancients early on just to complete a mission, which was stupid, but I was impatient over in those challenges, actually. So, that's what we've got. Now, I was expecting that maybe I'd get something decent from the champion chase doing all these. We have to get God tier lucky. I was really hoping I'd be able to reach a 5-star chicken. That ain't looking likely. Ain't looking likely at all based on the points that you get over here in this thing. You know, even if we got 3 legendaries, that's 1,500 points. We ain't coming close. Like, dude, I was really hoping to get a 5-star chicken from this event because I need to build those 6 stars for my Arbiter missions. But, you know, you win some, you lose some. Let's go ahead and pop the stuff we've got anyway and hope we can get some stuff. Now, when we take a look at a main account, the things I really want at this stage of an account is going to be a clan boss team. So we're looking for some more poison type units. An attack break would be good, a big attack break. You know, weaken would be nice, but the whole idea is that we are trying to rush Arbiter, so we'd have that for weaken if we had to. Just any good clan boss units. Now, you'll have to bear with me because my focus on this game has been pretty much all around the free champions that you can get in the game and trying to work out ways to use free champions. So I'm not all around every champion that I see, so we'll do our best to see it how it is and have a look at the champions we get, and hopefully we at least get 1 or 2 useful epics that we can go ahead and 6-star, because we do have 4 more champions to 6-star. Actually, we have 5 more to 6-star for the Arbiter mission. So let's jump in. Good luck to anyone summoning during this event. I hope the rates are with you, but let's jump in. We'll kick it off with the Ancients. We'll do our 6 singles, then we'll jump in our 3 10 pulls, and then we'll pop the good stuff as well. So let's go. Boom. First one. As to be expected. All right. 2. Okay. I want at least 1 legendary today. That's my goal. 1 legendary. We got 4 sacreds. Hopefully we can land a legendary. Okay, this ain't looking great at this stage. Whoop, there it is. Okay, let's see what we got here. Yeah, I'm not sold on that one. All right, let's go again. Last single, and then we go into temples. All right. Let's get into it. Temple action. Come on. Give me at least 1 epic in this temple. What are the chances? 16% chance at an epic. Surely we get at least 1 in this temple. Let's go. Oh, bro. Back in a sec. All right. I freed up some room and also sold about as many artifacts as I could. Dude, I completely missed how expensive it is to just pop summons. That is ridiculous. That should not be a thing. You should not be paying this much silver just to open shards. Oh my god, that is so bad. All right, let's get into it. First 10. Come on, load, please. Please don't shut down. Oh, it's got to load the legendary. Legendaries have a long load time. That's what it is. Come on. Yes, okay. 1 epic. 2 epics. 3 epics. We will take it. We will take it. Dude looks absolutely savage. He heals his champion by 50% of the max HP whenever an ally or enemy dies. That's not a bad effect. All right, let's take a look. And once again, I don't know all the champions in the game off by heart, so I'm just having a look here. Okay, honestly, I'm not overly excited about that one either. There is a 50% attack reduction. I do need one of those, but I don't know if that's the kit that I want it in, if I'm being completely honest. But, you know, there we go. It is definitely something else to look at. All right, next temple. I think I've got enough for it. Enough room. Come on, be a legendary in here. Be a legendary. Oh, no way. Straight off the bat. I honestly have no idea. Oh, dude, stop. Stop. Oh. Dude, we got Melga Steel Girdle. Once again, I apologize for not knowing every champion, but holy crap. What did we get here? Dude, she looks absolutely insane. That is like one of my favorite. Ooh, okay. What do we got? What do we got on the kit? Attacks 1 enemy, 3 hit. Nice. Each hit has a 15% chance of increasing the duration of HP burn debuffs on the target by 1 turn. Okay. I'm assuming she's going to have AoE burn, which we've already got, but that's okay. We got attacks all enemies, has an 80% chance of placing 25% weaken debuff for 2 turns. Also has an 80% chance of placing a 60% decrease defense debuff for 2 turns if there are at least 2 enemies under HP burn debuffs. Then instantly activates any HP burn debuffs on each target and decreases duration by 1. Oh, dude, we're going to have like massive burn procking when we combine this. This could be interesting. Now, we only do have 1 access to it. Dude, I don't know. She's kind of replaced with the Gallic. Places a HP burn debuff on this champion for 3 turns, then attacks all enemies. Has a 75% chance of placing HP burn debuff on all enemies for 3 turns. Grants an extra turn if HP burn debuff is placed on all enemies. Okay, that's 5 turn cooldown. Passive increases this champion's speed by 3 and damage inflicted by 3% for each ally or enemy under HP burn debuff. Okay, we got one of the synergy effects. Okay, is on the team. All allies will heal themselves by 3% of max HP from HP burn debuffs instead of receiving. Okay, dude, she's absolutely savage. I love it. I love it. I love it. What do we got? We got accuracy leader. 60 accuracy in all battles is actually really handy through the early game as well. Nice. What else do we got? Dude looks savage. All right, what do we got? Places provoke debuff for 1 turn on the target enemy. Also has a 75% chance of placing provoke debuff for 1 turn to random enemies. Places reflect damage buff on this champion and unkillable in this champion. Okay, so single on those. Attacks all enemies has a 75% chance of placing decreased attack for 2 turns. Also 75% chance of placing decreased defense. And that goes down to a 3 turn cooldown. It's really nice, but it's a lot of books. Based on defense as well. Attacks 1 enemy. Each hit has a 30% chance of placing decreased accuracy. Dude, not too bad either. All right, what do we got here? Bovis. I'm not massive on this. Let's check the Steel Girdle. I think Steel Girdle's not bad. I think I read her early days when I was researching. Revives 2 random allies with 20% HP and 20% turn meter. Also places a shield buff on the revived allies for 2 turns equal to 30%. So this is basically our Tagoar, but it's only capped at 2 allies. Places shield buff on all allies equal to 20% of this champion's max HP for 2 turns. Also places continuous heal buff on all allies for 2 turns. Not too bad. Attacks 1 enemy has a 50% chance of removing 1 random debuff from an ally. Cannot remove a debuff from this champion. Honestly, not bad. I'll take it. That's going to be really, really handy, especially when we look to faction crypts. Okay, that was a real solid 10 pull. I am happy with that. If we could recreate that again one more time, I'd be absolutely stoked. Ooh, she's another force unit as well, which means there's another force that I can upgrade for missions as well. All right, let's go. Last 10 pull of these, and then I'm probably going to have to go ahead and get myself some extra silver. Let's go. Last one. Dude, that had a flicker of red in it. Don't even know why. Okay. Aox. And, okay. Let's see Aox. I've seen this guy around a bit. Increases the duration of 2 random debuffs on the attacker by 1 turn when attacked. Okay, not bad. Places a 50% decrease attack debuff on all enemies for 2 turns. Also has a 75% chance of decreasing the enemy's turn meter by 20%. Places decreased crit rate debuff on the target for 2 turns if they have 50% or more turn meter after the turn meter decrease. What do we got here? This one here. Attacks 1 enemy, heals all allies by 10% of their max HP. Heals each ally by an extra 2.5% for each debuff on the target. Nice. And then what do we got? We got poison application on a basic. Not too bad. So we got that decrease attack that I'm looking for. We got some extra sustain, and we do have an extra poison here. Each hit has a 10%, but it's only 10%. Not insane. Do have the accuracy lead on that one as well. What do we got here? Jurang. Okay. That is the end. That is all she wrote for our ancients. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to sort out some space and we'll be back. All right, just cleared some space. We are good to go. I think we're going to be just, yeah, I'm going to have to, after we do the voids, I'm going to have to try and get some silver. These things being 100k each, dude, I've been burning too much silver lately. But let's jump in. We are currently at about 3,000 points in the champ chase. Maybe we can squeeze up there, dude. We've got a ton of epics there, so I'm pretty happy with the rate so far. Let's see if we can bring it over into these voids. Dude, even just some decent epics would be great from the voids. Some decent... Come on. Please. Please give me one epic from these. Seven of the bad boys, please. Or even just a good rare. Okay, blue. Dude, got no idea what old mate's about. Provoke strength and decrease attack. Small version. Nah, let's go next guy. Come on, please be purple. Seducer, what do we got? 30% increased defense buff. Block debuffs for 2 turns. I mean, the block debuffs for 2 turns ain't too bad on a 3-turn cooldown. 25% decreased attack and sleep. Places a 50% ally protect buff on all allies for 2 turns. Places block damage on this champion for 1 turn. Only available in Temptress, yeah. Alright, let's go. Come on. Come on, voids. Nothing there. You look sick. Strength of buffs on all allies. It's only this champion. I want the AoE. Got the provoke. Increase AC. Okay, let's go. Come on, 4 more, please. Please hit an epic. Dude, we wasted all the epics on the ancients. Not you again. Piss off. Come on. 3 left. Please. Paragon. He's the dude that can solo the thing, isn't he? Yeah, because he got unkillable on 2 turn. Yeah, so he's the solo man. Okay, at least we have a use for you. Because he just puts that, and if he can't get stripped, he just, and he doesn't get controlled, he just, he goes ham. Alright, let's go. 2 left. Damn. Damn. Decreases damage all allies receive by 5%. This champion will receive that damage instead. Okay. Shield and ally protect on 25% ally protect buff on all allies except okay. Okay, not too bad with the ally protect. Heals him, but yeah, we're probably not building him for damage. Also heals the ally with the lowest HP. Okay, maybe we can play around with that. Come on, please. Dude, we got shafted on the voids. Okay, another copy of him. That sucks. Into the... into getting some more silver, and then we'll pop the sacreds. Okay, silver obtained. We absolutely dominated the ancient shards, got shafted on the void shards. Can we bring the luck back for the sacreds? 12%. We got 4 of them. Please. 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 Oh, yes! Yes, high kick. Dude, let's go. Let's go. 40% chance to move any block debuffs. Dude. Revives all dead allies with 75% HP and 75% turn meter. Places 50% increase attack buff and a perfect veil buff on that, a dead ally. That is a huge revive. It's only a single target, but that is a huge revive with the increased attack and the perfect veil. So if your damage dealer dies, you're just getting back cooking straight away. Replace them with block buffs. Okay, at the start of this champion's turn has a 40% chance to remove any block buffs from each enemy and replace them with block debuffs. That's nice. Also has a 40% chance to remove any buffs positively affecting stats and replace them with their mirrored debuff equivalent, such as increased attack be replaced with decreased attack, continuous heal, and strengthen will be replaced by heal reduction and weaken buffs. Dude, I love that passive. We got here, attacks one enemy before attacking, removes all buffs from the target. I need a strip. I'm farming a magic tomorrow and I need a strip. That is what we are using. The ally with the highest crit damage will team up and join in on the attack. The ally joining the attack will use their default skill and ignore 35% of the target's defense. Super nice. If the enemy is killed by the ally joining this attack, activates an instant turn effect on that ally. Dude, I love this skill. It goes down to a 3-turn cooldown. Nice. And then we got this one with the stun. Attacks one enemy 2 times. Each hit has a 35% chance of placing the stun debuff for 1 turn. After attacking, it transfers all debuffs from the ally with the most debuffs to the target, but will not transfer the what do we call them? Immobilization effects. Okay, honestly, dude, we are kicking it. I am super happy with that Prisma pool. Dude, he looks so good. Our high elves are going to be really cooking once we get Arbiter, and then we've also got Elenaril as well. Like, we're cooking with the high elves. Oh, can we keep this going? Actually, let's quickly check. Let's quickly check our points. Where are we at on the points? Champion Chase. Dude, we hit that one. Dude, we're rank 1 of mine. Dude, if I get mythic gear from this bad boy, that'd be huge, but I doubt it because it's still early days and a lot of people probably still going to summon. But we'll take that. We'll take that. Can we get another one? We need to get 3 more legendaries, and then I think we can get the 5-star chicken that we're looking for. Let's go. Come on, please. Come on, craft us 1 more legendary. Okay. Epic. What do you got, buddy? Places a 30% reflect damage buff on all allies for 2 turns. Also places a counterattack buff on this champion. Okay. Allies attacks all enemies with a 75% chance of placing weakened debuff for 2 turns. Also has a 25% chance of placing a fear. And then we've got the provoke. Okay, let's go again. Come on. Legendary. No way! No way! Dude, isn't this the guy who's really good for hard mode, bloody whatchamacallit? Yeah, he's the freeze guy. Dude, we're looking good for Fire Knight. Attacks 1 enemy 3... Dude, no way. Attacks 1 enemy 3 times. Each hit has an 80% chance of decreasing the target's turn meter by 15%. If the target's turn meter is not decreased, each hit has an 80% chance of placing freeze debuff on the target for 1 turn instead. With the hard mode Fire Knight, you have to freeze. Like, this guy is just invaluable for that stuff. That is huge. We will take it. Okay, we got attacks all enemies, has a 75% chance of placing 50% decrease attack debuff and a 25% weaken debuff on all enemies for 2 turns. Also places counterattack buff on this champion for 2 turns. Super nice. Attacks 1 enemy 3 times, each hit decreasing the target's defense by 3%, stacking up to 30%. Each hit also heals this champion by 30% of the damage dealt. Based on defense and enemy max HP is the big thing, and everything is defense scaling. We got defense nuking. When counterattacking, deals 100% damage instead of 75. And we do have that accuracy lead, which is super clutch in dungeons, bringing it up to that 80. Dude, that is a pull and a half. All right, guys, time for a quick recap on how that summon session went. Obviously, we're going to run into the free-to-play issue of legendary skill books now, but let's recap how we went. So the epics, obviously our voids went terribly. Our voids went pretty terribly. I wasn't wrapped with the voids. I think we could have done a lot better there, unfortunately. But the rest, we did really well on. Epics, we got a good amount. I'm not really wrapped with them. Him, I think he's really good for clan boss, but I think I've got better options now from the others that I pulled. Him, once again, AoE decrease attack, AoE decrease defense. Needs a lot of books to get these guaranteed, though. That's the problem with things like this. And, you know, we've got a way better decrease attack unit as well. I definitely think she will have her uses as well. You know, revive is always handy, but... like I said, the epics, like, you guys let me know how I went. I'm not crazy about any of the epics I pulled. But holy shit, we made up for it with the Legos. I just think she's huge. Now, it is unfortunate that we pulled, like, the burner, the AoE burner, when we got the Supreme Gallic already built. You know, they're a bit different. Gallic's more of a, you know, the nuking side of it, but, you know, she's just nuts with her, like... The AoE burn plus the defense decrease and weaken on the AoEs, like, it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. So I think she's like really solid. Like when you look at things like spiders, especially and stuff like that, she's just gonna absolutely melt through it. So she's fantastic. Once again, I'm not too stressed on getting skill ups into her. It would be nice to get the 100% chance, but I think we just have to leave this at 80 and just deal with a couple missed applications. It would really hurt us, you know, in like Hydra and stuff as we move forward. We're obviously nowhere near that yet on this account, but I mean, I think she's one that I'm happy. I'm happy just to leave her. The one thing is, like, even single target, her extending the burn means that, you know, we've got so much burn extension. I don't know. I'm coping trying to put these two in the same team. I just don't think it's going to work. But, you know, she looks cool as hell anyway. We will take it. Then we've got my man Highkeeper Prisma. I've loved this guy since I read him. I just think he's got such a cool, unique kit. The revive for a single ally, but it's such a big revive, and gives them the attack and perfect veil. So good for like your main nuker dies. You bring them back and they're just nuking again. It'd be insane if it had like, you know, resets cooldowns or something like that, but you know, can't cope too much. This one, I know it's only a 40% chance, but I love this whole thing of swapping the buffs, the buffs to debuffs. I think it's really, really cool. This one, the ally attack, I really love this. And also it is removing all buffs from the target. I'm going to be using this straight away to farm magic tomorrow. And then this one over here, attacks one enemy 2 times. You know, 35% chance of stun twice. I mean, that goes up to a 50% chance, but like, it's pretty solid. And we transfer all debuffs from the ally with the most debuffs. So it's like a cleanse as well. Dude, I really like this guy's kit. It's one of those kits where it's like, it's very unique and just, I just feel like there's so many unique spots where you're going to go, that just works so cool. Like, it may not just seem broken on itself, but there's just so much cool stuff that I just love the design as well. This guy's just awesome. And then we've got the man, the myth, the Gnut. I don't know how we're supposed to say this guy's name, but dude, this ability, like, he unlocks so much of the game. I feel like I just like sort of cheated by getting him, and I'm going to try not to use him straight away on this account, but dude, he is pretty savage. We've got the decrease attack and weaken, which is so fantastic. Now, unfortunately, once again, it is a 75. I'm kind of tempted to put books into him, but because I'm doing like the sort of free-to-play playthrough, I'm also tempted to put books, like, you just go with the free-to-play units, and try and build through the game with the free-to-play units instead of using these god tier until later, because I mean, it kind of feels like cheating at this point, but hey, boys, we did pretty well. Anyway, let me know how you think we went. Let me know how you went as well. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.